Okay, so di-discuss natin ngayon yung functions. Okay. So by definition, a function f is a set of ordered pairs such that whenever xu is in f and xv is in f, then u equals v. Okay. So the domain of a function f is the set of all x such that x is the first coordinate of some ordered pair in f. And the range is the set of all y such that y is the second coordinate of some ordered pair. Okay? So, yung isang function, again, so set of ordered pairs such that kapag meron kang, for example, ordered pairs dito, yung ordered pairs mo, kapag minap mo si x coordinate or si x doon sa y, so y coordinate, isa lang yung pupuntahan niya. Okay? So, yun yung gustong sabihin ng definition natin ng function. Okay? So, we say that function, f is a function from D to C. If f is a function with domain D and range, yung range ng f ay subset of C. Okay? So, si C yung codomain natin. Okay? Yan. So, another na tawag natin sa function is yung f of x. So, yung f of x, sometimes called also the image of x under f. So, yung f, function natin, at meron tayong elements na x. Si x is mapped to f of x. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung example natin. So, yung D natin is A, B, C, and C is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung domain at codomain natin. And yung function natin is given by f of A equals 1, f of B equals 3, f of C equals 3. Okay. So, first, is this a function? So, function siya, again, kapag yung mga element sa domain mo, isa lang yung pinupuntahan nila. Okay? So, si A, isa lang yung pupuntahan niya. Si B, isa lang yung pupuntahan niya. Si C, isa lang din yung pupuntahan niya. Okay? So, pag nasatisfy yung condition na yun, magkakaroon tayo ng isang function. Okay? So, ito yung arrow diagram natin dun sa given na function. So, si A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 3, and C is mapped to 3. So, yung domain natin, nagamit natin siya lahat. Pero yung codomain natin, hindi necessarily lahat ay magagamit natin yung mga elements doon. Okay? Yan yung isang example ng function. So, tingnan natin yung mga equality ng functions. So, two functions f and g are equal if and only if their domains are equal and f of x equals g of x for all x in the domain. So, yung dalawang function kapag parehas sila ng domain at parehas yung mga mappings nila. So, yung mga nasa domain ng f, so may pupuntahan siyang somewhere na f of x. Tapos yung domain ng g ay may pupuntahan siyang g of x. Kapag parehas yung mga mappings na yun, equal yung functions natin. Okay? So, yung corollary natin, parang ganun din siya. So, f map from D to C and G map from D to C are equal if and only if f of x equals g of x for all x in D. Okay. So, yung next example natin, titignan natin kung function ba tong mga to. So, yung first figure, so yung D natin, yung domain natin ay ABC, and yung C natin ay 1, 2, 3, 4. And yung mapping natin is defined by A to 1 and C to 3. Okay? Tapos yung isang subset natin, si G, so ang mapping natin ay A1, B3, C3, C4. So, both of them are not functions. Bakit hindi siya function? So, first, yung una dito, si B, wala siyang mapping. So, hindi siya magiging function kasi dapat lahat ng nasa domain mo, meron kang pupuntahan somewhere doon sa C. Okay? And yung second naman, yung G, is not a function kasi meron kang element sa domain na dalawa yung pupuntahan niya. So, si C pupunta kay 3, pupunta kay 4. So, hindi siya function dahil doon. Okay? So, madami tayong useful na functions na may mga domain na infinite. So, for example, yung mga domains natin ay set of natural numbers, set of integers, set of real numbers. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung isang example ng pag-define ng sets. So, let D be the set of natural numbers from 0, 1, 2, and so on, which is yun din yung C natin. So, define f from D to C by f of n equals 2 raised to n. So, ito yung function natin. Okay. So, if n is 0, then we have 1. If f is 1, then this is equal to 2. F of 2 is 4, and so on. Okay. So, isang example natin yan ng function. And another, yung D natin is set of positive real numbers, and yung C natin ay yung mga real numbers. So, we define G from D to C by G of x equals log x to the base 2. So, logarithm. So, pwede nyo i-check na ito din ay function din. Okay. So, nagde-define tayo ng function dito. Hindi na yung mga sets na katulad ng sa examples natin. So, dinedefine natin yung mga functions as a rule. Okay. So, meron tayong pwede natin i-define yung isang function as a rule. Okay. So, next definition. Naman yung identity function. So, yung function, so let A be a set. Yung function defined from A to A by yung 1A of x is called the identity function. Okay. So, kapag meron kang function mapped from A to A, tapos yung pagkaka-define mo ng function is f of x equals x, it is called the identity function. So, yung an element is mapped to itself. Okay. Another definition. So, a real valued function f is a function f from D to R. Okay. So, any function with codomain R is a real valued function. So, parang yung example B natin dito sa 3. Okay. So, yung mga titignan nating real valued functions, yung mga domain nila is within ng set of real numbers. Okay. So, si R cross R. So, basically yung Cartesian plane natin. So, every real valued function, meron tayong mga graph. Okay? So, kapag sa graph naman, ma-verify natin na isang function, yung isang graph, kapag gagamitin natin yung vertical line test. Okay? So, kapag meron kang graph, kapag nag-drawing ka ng vertical line sa kahit anong point sa graph, dapat minsan lang siya dadaan doon sa graph. Kapag minsan lang dumaan, ibig sabihin function siya. So, yun si vertical line test. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, walang element si domain na dalawa yung pinupuntahan. Kasi pag nangyari yun, doon sa graph natin, merong magkatapat vertically. Okay? So, pag vertical line test, minsan lang dapat dumaan sa any point. Okay? So, example natin dito is mag-fail yung vertical line test. Okay? So, doon sa dito sa point A, pag nag-vertical line test tayo, dadaanan natin yung graph more than once. Ganyan din sa B. Okay? Tapos C naman, wala siyang dinaan ng point doon sa graph natin. Okay? So, nag-fail yung mga vertical line test dito. Ibig sabihin, yung function natin dito ay yung given na f natin ay hindi siya function. So, next, functions defined as rules. So, ito na din yung kanina, yung kapag nag-define ka ng function as a rule. So, for example, let f be the function defined by f of x equals square root of x minus 2. So, usually ganito yung mga definition ng functions natin. Pero kapag magde-define tayo ng functions, dapat alam natin kung ano yung domain natin, yung domain ng function natin. Okay? So, dito, hindi minention yung domain, pero usually ina-assume natin na set of real numbers. Okay? So, kailangan pag magde-define ng function, specify kung ano yung domain natin, tsaka kung ano yung mapping natin. Ano yung domain, ano yung codomain natin. Okay? So, definition by cases is also useful kapag magde-define ka ng mga functions. So, suppose gusto mo mag-define ng isang function s from non-negative integers to set of integers. Okay? So, pwede tayong mag-piecewise definition. Okay? So, make sure lang ulit na yung cases natin hindi siya mag-overlap. So, dito yung definition natin ng function natin, hindi siya mag-overlap kasi yung integers natin, hindi siya pwedeng sabay na maging even and odd. Okay? So, hindi siya mag-overlap. In case na may overlapping, kailangan clear yung definition kung alin yung gagamitin natin na function. Okay? So, piecewise functions. Yan. Another example. So, pag ganito yung function natin, makikita natin na kapag if x is 0, Then, pwede natin gamitin yung nasa taas, pwede natin gamitin yung nasa baba. So, mag-overlap sila. Ibig sabihin, hindi clear or hindi well-defined yung function mo. Okay? So, kailangan iwasan natin yung mga ganyan sa pagde-define ng functions. Okay? So, next part is sequences. So, sequence is a function S with domain of S is some set, which is a subset of the integers. So usually ang domain ng sequence mga integers, so non-negative integers or positive integers. Pwede tayong mag-define ng sequence gamit yung let's say 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. So next is operations naman. So yung function natin, say function h from a to a is called a unary operation on a. Since unary operation, ibig sabihin, isa lang yung ginamit natin na operation. So for example dito, h from z to z defined by h of x equals negative x is a unary operation. So isa lang yung operation natin dun sa function natin. Okay? And next naman is a binary operation. So, yung function natin, a cross a to a. Okay? So, meron tayong ordered pair na ginagamit dito. So, ang domain natin ay mga ordered pairs and map to a single value. Okay? So, for example, function g from r cross r to r. So, yung definition natin, dalawa yung variables natin. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng binary operation. Okay. So, ibig sabihin nun, pag binary operation, pinagsasama natin yung dalawa. Since binary. Okay. Another definition. So, let H be a unary operation on A and B subset of A. Then, the set B is closed under H if for all x in B, H of x is in B. And let G be a binary operation on A and C subset of A. Then the set C is closed under G if for all xy in C, G of xy is in C. So, ang isang set ay closed siya under doon sa operation kapag pinerform mo yung operation at yung resulting element mo ay nandun din sa original set na yon. Okay? So for example, so define h from z to z by h of x equals negative x and let b be the set of even integers. Show that b is closed under h but n is not closed under h. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nito, gusto nating ipakita na kapag gumamit tayo ng set of even integers, so kung even integers yung ginamit natin dito, dapat yung resulting image niya or yung function value niya ay even integer din. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yan? So, let x be in B. So, kukuha tayo ng isang element kay B. So, let's say x. Since alam natin na set of even integers yon, then x is equal to 2 times something. So let's say 2y for some integer y. So pag sinubstitute natin siya dun sa function, si h of x will be equal to h of 2y, which is equal to negative 2y, kasi yun yung function natin. Then we have 2 times negative y. Ibig sabihin, even din siya. Okay? So yung image ni x, where x is an even integer, yung image ni x ay even integer din. Ibig sabihin nun, closed yung set na yun. Okay? So now, si n, si set of natural numbers, ay not closed under h. Kasi, for example, kuha tayo ng isang number, si 1. So, si 1 ay natural number. Kapag ginamit ko siya din sa function, dapat yung resulting image ko ay natural number din. Pero since h of 1 is negative 1, si negative 1 ay hindi siya natural number. Therefore, hindi siya closed. Okay? Yung last example natin. So, z cross z to z by g of xy equals x minus y. Let c be equal to set of 3k, where k is an integer. So, multiples of 3. Show that C is closed under G, but N is not closed under G. Okay? So, ordered pair naman. Z cross C. So, let X, Y be in C. So, yung X at Y natin ay, ang form niya ay 3K. So, multiple of 3. So, we have X equals 3K and X equals 3M. Now, si G of XY, which is X minus Y, is equal to 3k minus 3m, which is 3 times k minus m, which is also a multiple of 3. Therefore, close siya. Yung resulting image ng galing dun sa set natin, multiples of 3, yung image niya ay multiple pa rin ng 3. Kaya siya close. Si n naman, natural numbers, ay hindi closed under G. Kasi, so, kuha ka ng dalawang natural numbers, say 2 and 3. Kasi perform mo yung operation, so we have 2 minus 3 is negative 1, which is not in n. So, hindi siya close. Okay. Yan yung functions. So, dito sa exercises, yung sa number 1, represent niyo yung arrow diagram, tapos determine kung function siya or hindi. Sa number 2, same din, determine kung functions tong mga to. So, given tayo ng mga rules natin or pagkaka-define ng functions natin. So, first, si f is set of xy such that xy is in R and y squared equals x. So, para magawa nyo to, kailangan nyo ma-identify anong itsura ng mga laman ni F. Okay. And ganun din dito. Anong itsura ng mga elements ni G. Okay. So, madedetermine mo doon kung ano yung kung function ba yung mga following. So, for example, yung F from R to R. Okay. So, function ba siya or hindi? Ganun din yung iba. So, kukuha ka ng mga elements ni R. So, titignan mo kung yung mapping niya ay isa lang yung pinupuntahan ng kada element. Okay? So, pag meron kang isang element na dalawa na yung pupuntahan niyang function value, ibig sabihin nun, hindi na siya function. Nun. Okay? Si number 3 naman, so, i-drawing nyo yung graph natin. So, ito yung function natin. Tapos, vertical line test. Tingnan nyo kung function siya or hindi. And kung real valued siya. So, sa number 4 naman, so, sequence naman siya. Ito yung definition natin ng sequence natin. So, hanapin nyo lang si S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay. So, substitute nyo lang siya dun sa J. And gagamit kayo ng induction para i-prove itong Sn equals pi times n factorial. And sa number 5, check nyo lang kung closed yung given set. So, dito sa letter A, so meron tayong H operation. So, isang variable lang gamit natin. So, si natural numbers by closed under H. Meaning, kapag gumamit ba ako ng natural number, yung image niya ay natural number din for any natural number. And ganun din sa letter B. Okay. So, yung discussion about functions.